I love my kids. I do. I love all of my children. I would not trade them for the world, okay? However, if I could go back and do things different, I would have had them later in life. I think I've spoken on this some, but we're going to talk about it again because one of my clients actually just brought this up. So, um, she was saying like she felt like her clock is ticking. She felt like she running out of time. And I had to tell her like at this particular moment that I'm in right now, at this particular age that I am right now, I would start having kids at this age. I would have enjoyed more of my 20s. I would have put more time into healing. I would not have started having children until I was in my mid 30s, like I am right now. Reason being is because I had a shit ton of childhood trauma that I didn't even realize that I had. So not only was I at one point raising my parents, I'm raising myself, and now I'm raising kids. And I'm effed up at the time. I would just move and just do so much more, so much differently. Like my mental is different. Um, I've released the need for my parents' approval. I raise my kids how I want to raise my kids, not based off of what I thought they would have wanted. Considering the fact that one of them didn't even raise me, my group of friends is more genuine. I am a much better judge of character now. If I could go back, their fathers wouldn't be their fathers. I'm gonna be honest with you, because the person that I am now in this day and age would have never chose them. I wouldn't have chose them now. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But if 35-year-old me would have went back and talked to 23 and 27-year-old me, we wouldn't have chose them. We would not have chose them because I can just I see things through a different lens now. Um, the lifestyle that I've created for them now would have been a lot easier for me if I would have had them now. There would not be so much undoing that I have to do or damage control. I believe that you can't your journey is your journey, right? I obviously wanted my children to have, a two-parent household, and I overstayed in my last relationship to try to provide that, and I just wasn't happy. Amongst other things, I already told the story on here. I'm not gonna go through that again. But if 35-year-old me would have met, I feel like I would have met a different caliber of person to have children with. I'm in a different place now where I can look at people's family dynamics and go, yeah, that looks good on paper, but that's just completely different in person. And when I had my first son, I was broken. I was broken. Okay, I he taught me just the love of my son. Gave me a love that I had never felt before. But I feel like if I would have spent a lot more time getting to know myself and truly like working through the kinks, it's a lot of situations that I would not have ended up in. And I don't regret my story. I can't take the past back. Everything up to today has made me who I am, and I'm grateful for that. But I just want to say that because a lot of the time society looks at younger women and they're like, oh, she's almost 30, she doesn't have any kids, what's wrong with her? Shit, she's smart. Get your sleep, okay? Get them degrees. I know that there's men on the internet that like to gaslight us and make us feel like, oh, your degree don't mean shit, da 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 da. Yeah, okay, all of that is cute. Most of the people that are telling you that work in warehouses are unemployed. Okay, a lot of women meet their mate in college, and your story is your story. So whatever God has for you, God has for you. Can't no fucking dirty blood having, bad hygiene, 15 disease having, insecure person tell you they can't change that. They can't change your trajectory. I felt rushed in a lot of situations. I had a whole lot of unhealed family members suggesting what I should and shouldn't do when they didn't even do the shit. And that's another thing. I be looking at some of them now and be like, how are you telling me to do some shit you didn't do? And not from a healthy place. I had a family member that told me, oh, you need to go ahead and buy a house. Bitch, you first. You older than me, you do it. You go first. I was 23. Motherfuckers was telling me to get married. Why? And some of the people that was telling me to get married were actively going through a divorce. So how are you telling me to get married? Come on now. But you get to a certain age and things just start making sense. You start getting certain downloads and certain shit. You just be like, mm-mm. It's one thing to tell, your loved ones under you to like learn from your mistakes. That's why I don't have no problem telling my story. But everybody and their mama got suggestions on what you should and shouldn't do, and they not even where you're at. No, that's out. My life started over at 35 in a good way. I love who and where I am right now. I'm the happiest I've ever been completely. And I ain't talking about, just because I love the relationship. No, just as a human being. My experiences, the way life has been treating me, the people that I've been coming across, the frequency that I vibrate on. There's a lot of people that can't even touch me at this juncture in my life. You're not too late. You're not running out of time. Shit, Janet Jackson had her first kid at 50. Ain't no such thing. When your time comes, your time will come. In the meantime, get to know you. Don't let nobody try to gaslight you and rush you into what they think your timeline should be. Because truth be told, everybody wants you to have a baby, but how many people actually fucking show up when you actually need help? How many of these people are really going to be part of your village? They're not. I'll tell you that, they're not. They like to tell you what to do in this day and age, or at this particular stage in your life, because you're still impressionable. You still care about what these stupid motherfuckers think about you. When you get to this age, baby, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And it's a beautiful place to be. I'll be like, yeah, that's nice. I don't care. I didn't ask. Oh, I think you should. Yeah, that's cute. I didn't ask, though. But thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and return that back to sender. I don't want it.